still good. Well, we'll find out. Here it is. Meh. I love Francesca's voice line. It is like the silliest one. Meh. If I had my leader ability in that last round, again, this might have just been a situation where I just got clowned by... Oh, I probably should have kept that. What am I, silly, stupid, silly? I wouldn't mind seeing Dunka out of the box. Yeah. And you protected her.
I'll gut you like fishes.
I'm surprised they protected the Dunka. If they wanted a meaningful nerf for ST, they would have made Harvest 7 provisions. That seems a little over the top, but yeah. Or change the boost in hand to 1 instead of 2. I think that's fair. I think that's doable. Instead of boosting a card in hand by 2, boost it by 1. I think the provision is too much. Also, what's with the monastery music? It's a we're in a scary, spooky werewolf party today.
I'll smash your mug. Shut it fight, you bastard.
Why would ST need a nerf though? I don't think they do. I think that symbiosis is good. It's just not. It's not great. It's just good.
You must banish him. I see no other paths.
Those need to die a lot. And I have no answer to the Sorcerer. I gotta make sure that I gotta pass when he plays a Sorceress. I think that's the best way for me. Once they play a Sorceress, I need to pass. The shitty part is that they protected the Dunka, which I didn't think that they would do, but they did, and that's yucky. Frexy. Wow. Okay. Okay, doke. I'm losing this round anyways. I just don't want this Dunka to get more value, but I also don't want them to have a long round. So I maybe it's just better for me to not give a shit about that. Because if they get something super tall, I'll kill it with my Blaze of Glory. Sucks about this is that this is just a Nature's Rebuke and it's a really tough go for me, but I have to digest it. But then again, they're eventually going to have to start playing... Oh, they had it. They always have it. Not out of it yet.
What is it?
We're not out of it yet. I'm still 1 card away from taking this game. Something's catching a lot of fucking heat in the hand, and that's what bothers me. People have been weirdly asking for ST nerfs when it is barely the 3rd or 4th faction. People like to whine and cry and do all kinds of things.
Burn the hole, fell the trees, anything shiny, plunder!
Blindfold, whatever for.
I still don't know what caught all these boosts. Because this only caught one boost, and this boosted for a lot. We're going to lose this game because I had no answer for Dunka. To be fair, SD Symbiosis crushes most decks outside of top 3. The issue isn't that it got nerfs. It's that the best decks didn't get touched much. Things come in cycles, though, friends. This is what we need to understand, is that people complaining that Syndicate was not in the tournament. Well, Syndicate was only the tournament for, like, 2 years. So sometimes you just gotta sit back and say, okay, things change. And unfortunately, in this case, things changed in a way that maybe wasn't ideal. But it's not, it doesn't make it bad. They going for it. Look at them.
From you it came, to you it returns.
Let's see how they acknowledge this, because if they kill this with a spell, I can Blood Eagle my Yalmar and kill that.
Feign not ignorance. Remember to whom you speak.
Yeah, this is a whole lot of jamboree. I mean, I don't disagree.
Splendid.
Oh, I have to kill that,
And
though.
ever they shall be. Leave it to me.
And I have to kill that. Like, they just fucking just went on a tear here. God damn it.
Over my dead and cold body.
We're gonna get worked here. Personally, I dislike CDPR's approach of putting factions in the limelight. I don't think that's on purpose, though. Look at every other card game, Dross Chat. Every other card game will have 1 or 2 factions that are on top. Every single time. It's very rare to balance everything equally. Something will always come around where a faction just fits well in a meta. It's gonna happen.
The soil is fertile. Fertile with magic. And dead wine.
So they never killed my fucking thing.
No retreat. Not one step.
May Freya choose the victor.
And now I can get ahead with Ankret. With the boat, yeah, it is incredibly, nearly impossible to balance a card game this deep into its existence, where all factions are awesome. Oh, silly goose. Silly, silly goose. I mean, there's a Gordon there that is so fucking huge. I think what they did here is they just took the opportunity to get last say so that if I had a Morkvarg, it's not gonna ruin their Christmas. I agree. Yeah, agreed. My point isn't that all that easy to balance, but I think it's objectively easy to say that Drill was an issue, that Refards is an issue, and Fukushia is an issue. Oh, yeah. That I agree with. These cards are significantly better than other cards. I mean, I have access to all of this. If I flip the Invader, what am I getting that's bad? An Invader. No, noted. Hey, why aren't you? Okay.
Look closely, kiddos, on thy courageous mother.
I bet my apple you'll not leave Brockland. Not alive at any rate.
I think she wants to protect one of those.
I swear it upon the gods, I will avenge my father.
No! No, 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 no! That was the
Come
worst.
to me, little one.
That was just the worst. But that was not the worst.
Illusions. You've yet to see what they can accomplish.
See how lucky we get. Let's see how lucky
Kill the sons, steal the lads.
we get. Council's pretty good. To flip or not to flip? What's that?
I could drown.
Is that me?
a single drop.
Is that me? I mean, that gourd is going to be big. We're not ready for it, are we?
Here's the better loot than in your wildest, wettest dreams.
Oh. It's the most amount of points. How big is your gourd? Unfortunately, I held on to Harold way too long. I say we nerf everything. Because, like, that Dunka was huge. That's a... Only boost by 9. That's not enough, bucko. Oh, you know what? Maybe the Ethne caught a lot of those boosts and it flipped around and that was just what happened. Uh-oh. This is either pure elf form or traps. Either way, Flake ain't happy because I'm going to have nothing to interact with. What are we seeing on blue? Well, they're going to drop the... they're absolutely going to drop the... they're gonna drop the scenario. This is a bleed for bleed situation. What's up, old busters? There was a post on Reddit the other day which made me laugh because they said that the mage deck was the most oppressive, like, painful deck that they've ever seen in their life. And I laughed and I laughed and I laughed. And I laughed and I laughed some more. Like, I've been playing this game for a whole year, and this is the worst deck that's ever existed in Gwent. I'm like, hey, cool story. Yeah, hi. Closed beta player. You're just wrong.
Another little thunderbolt.
I mean, just wrong. It's not like you're, like, fully wrong. You're, like, just very wrong.
What? This? From scratch.
Like, the thing about it is that people think that they need to control both mages. You need to control the Banard and the Aretusa students. You don't. You need to control one. Because the zeal only occurs when both of those bad boys go to the top.
We shall drive the ape men into the sea.
Look at all of this. Look at all of this stuff.
To arms! To arms! The foe is nigh!
Why wouldn't you kill this?
Us racists.
It's traps, man. It's just absolutely traps.
More hawk to bar ye.
Like, my leader ability is going to be pretty bad in the next few rounds. This is 5, 6, 7. Puts me up to 15. $15 plus 3 is 18. 18 plus 6, 24.
What is it? Kill the sons, steal the lasses.
At least I get last say. But their whole deck is just complete fucking garbanzo beans. I don't get to touch anything in their fucking entire deck. So we're going the distance against a deck that's just gonna shit in my mouth. God, I hate this list. Just annoying. Yeah, I'm gonna mulligan all the damage cards and look for the pure value. Point was just that low power menas usually degenerate into high rolling because that's the only powerful thing you can do. That's a very astute observation. You're not wrong. Like, if everything is bad, you have to sort of roll the dice to see how good the bad cards can be. And oftentimes that sort of devolves into a create fiesta. And we all saw the absolute trash show that was create. It was not fun. It was not fun. It's like, hey, Hearthstone is popular. Let's make Hearthstone. This is a game where I wish I had these cards in my hand. These are probably my most valuable pieces right now. Hearthstone also reduced create by a lot, or rather learned how to be more controlled pools. Well, the thing about Hearthstone was, like, the game became a situation where it's like, okay, you start with a 30-card deck, and by the end of the game, you've played 50 cards. It was like the best valued cards were the cards that could generate more cards. It was kind of lame, and I really wasn't about that.
Raid, we fight, we plunder. Full service.
This is a terrible experience. My only retribution or saving grace is that if I can get an ice turn, if I can get something to stick, but like this is bad, this is bad, this is bad. I should have saved this for the ice turn, but I'm like, if you're this guy, you're playing this last, because that just beats my iced.
To arms, all of yous! Women, children, elders, we spare none.
I just don't think that the meta needs a handful of broken cards to be fun. I think that the argument is a trap. Doubt anyone is arguing over a completely linear power curve. You can just still have big plays that don't need power creep like crazy. Power creep's gonna happen. Without standard rotation, power creep is basically the consequence of no standard rotation. How do you get people to play new cards? Make them better than old cards. How do you make cards better than old cards? Make them stronger than old cards. That's basically it. You can have cool synergies and try to revive old archetypes, but in reality, a lot of the times, good cards replace bad cards, and that's how it works. Standard rotation is a way to sort of quell that. It's unfortunate, but it's the way it goes. And, you know, c'est la vie. What's up, Spirit Chiller? How are you?
A sword to outshine thorns.
Well, everybody died. But I mean, it was like, my other option, I guess, was Vabjorn into garbage.
Spally! Blood for Svalbard!
This has got to be the worst fucking thing ever. What you on you head? This is a this is my Archospore cosplay. This is my Archospore cosplay. So I'm an Archospore. My favorite card in Gwent. Yeah, I've heard you and Shin debate that. Both of you made some interesting points. No, we certainly do. Trust me. In the perfect world, there is no standard rotation. You have access to everything. But having a standard rotation does not turn these cards to dust. You don't Thanos snap them away. They just become legal in another format. So you can have that you can have that meta. You can certainly have that meta. But there should be a standard rotation in order to, like, people think that standard rotation limits metas. No. No, 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 no.
Sacrifices must be made on both sides.
corpses. Feed our foes to the crabs while they still live.
What did they discard? Did they discard an Elven Scout? That's funny.
I've no patience for the daisy of the valley! Yalmar on crates coming for ya! Racists.
There's two cards that I don't want to have here. Interesting cosplay choice. I like it. Simple. Nice hat. It's my Arcaspor cosplay. I'm a Larry. Play your Vernacial. Play your Vernacial.
Cast off your arms, then we'll talk.
Utmost gratitude.
No retreat.
Of course. Of course. Could have been anything else.
Exactly what I hoped for.
Got him.
Hey, sweet shoes, bro. No, actually, they're terrible. Got him.
Up and at 'em, you lazy bastards! You'll sleep when you're dead.
All right, let's get to work. No to you, and no to you. Yikes, the rest of this seems really bad. All right, Reckless Flurry. We have beaten up some Reckless Flurries today, but it wasn't clean and clear. Mask of Ouroboros. Okay, so it's going to be Melusine, Coral. It's a Coral package. KCG relegated to just being a meme face on Reddit now. What's KCG? That feeling when you can buy 757 kegs on top of your 312 kegs. And they don't do anything for me, but I get it. It's cool. It's awesome. I think we don't do anything in this round. I think I'm a deck that just doesn't mind getting bled. I really don't mind getting bled. But I still think we do this. I still think that this is okay. If I can get two things in the red, I can kill the Coral with Gutting Slash, right? Okay, maybe there's no Coral. You don't do that unless you have Coral. Well, I mean, you don't do it. You would do it if... Coral would be the play. Witchers.
I'd lend you a hand, but then I'd have none.
You're not fast enough. The windmill hit you. Hard.
I once lopped off 3 heads with 1 blow.
I like having this in the graveyard. Like, I like playing this early in round 1. Well, early, I say. I like playing this in round 1 because it opens up your Yalmar later. Just makes for such a great Yalmar. This is a heat wave if they have it, though. Like, if you have a heat wave, this is it. Does everyone just love the mushy truffle?
Wonderful. You speak our tongue.
Okay.
Let us put our steel to the test.
Well, are we bleeding or what's the story? What's that, what's the story of that wall behind you? So the wall behind me is all framed comic books that I've had autographed by either the artist or the author of said comic book. I used to go to a lot of conventions in my day, met a lot of people, had a good time, life was good. Honestly, I think this hand is okay. Like, we can get everything else we need. Maybe.
Burn the homes, fell the trees, anything shiny, thunder!
Like, those are two locations that I don't know if I even give two hoots about.
A beautiful pair of legs here.
What is it?
Yeah, screw your location value. I know you still have your leader ability, but... a lot of my stuff's gonna die, right? Did I lose interest? I didn't necessarily lose interest. I just found that the quality of comic books has gone, like, went down in the past 10 years. So I stopped being really into it. I thought the movies were better than the comic books. And then, yeah, I mean, real life kind of sneaks up on you, and you gotta... it's not easy to pursue a career in comic book writing and stuff like that when you gotta pay bills, and a lot of the industry is just kind of mean. Let's go with this.
To arms, all of yous! Kill the sun, steal the lasting!
Anyone disappointed that Regis Journey doesn't have premium Regises as a reward? The cards you get, I'm not disappointed because the cards you get are really good. The cards you're getting in this journey, like if people are like, oh, it's Regis, but all the Regis cards suck. They all suck. So you're getting actual good cards. Without any boosting and stuff in this list, I feel like Reckless Flurry is going to eat my lunch. There she is.
Nothing like some overseas plundering in springtime.
Ah, you let it live. That is a clown move.
Blood for foul blood!
So now that comes back with Melusine. Not with Melusine, with Fuchsia. Maybe it's just that I have those premiums already and not... Yeah, I get it. I mean, like, it is thematic. It is absolutely thematic. Those cards are just 200 scraps and dust that I don't need. Well, I mean, hey, we get it. You're rich, you have all the cards. Not everyone does. You know what's going to happen? This is going to hit my Herald, isn't it? Oh. Do it again, I dare you.
What? This? Scratch. Over my dead and cold body.
I haven't seen Berna, so you can suck it.
We shall do it my way.
Well, there she is. Does this run Junod? Do you think this runs Junod?
He shall be mine and forever.
Like, Junod could hurt me. Like, I was thinking maybe I get Greatsword. But then I want the Greatsword in here to hit something with off my Blood Eagle. I already saw both locations come out, too. Mushy Truffle's gone, and Heron Kowduk is gone. Okay.
Hands running! Attack! Your skull will make a fine tanker.
I'll cleave you in two. Yalmar on crate coming for ya.
So you guys want to guess if I get the Gutting Slash or not? Off of our good friend Iced?
last words.
It's unique. Any front row implications? On-crate, longship, back row, rockvar. I think it doesn't matter. I'm always discarding the skill. Oh, maybe I'm not always discarding the skill.
No retreat! Not one step!
Raid, we fight, we plunder. Full service.
So the last card I think is Junod.
May Freya choose the victor.
Yeah, he's got Junod and he wants to hit my. There we go. He got it. Okay, so I called this one like perfectly.
Never have taken this contract.
Got him. Got him.
Hey, sweet shoes, bro. No, actually, they're terrible. Got him.
And get funky with. Inspired Zielskis. Alright, well that was the easiest one ever. Here. Have at thee. Please don't hurt my boat. You mean what deck? Yeah, what deck do I what deck do I play tomorrow? I want to change it up. Maybe we play some Nilfgaard, maybe some Solderinos. Maybe we get funktastic with some sauce. What you guys think? Now that was a duel.
Reasons for the feeble of heart!
Here, have another boat. They might have a boiling oil. But if they don't have the boiling oil, if all they have is Johnny Nads, and Johnny Nads has to go get the boiling oil, different story. Different story. Ah, they had the boiling oil. These things happen.
Burn the homes, fell the trees, anything shiny, plunder!
We are in blue, so we do have to be, you know, at least cognizant of the fact that if we lose, it could be nasty. Not sure what's good at the moment. That's basically me in a nutshell. No, this is me in a nutshell. Look at me, I'm in a nutshell. How did I get into this nutshell? There, you got an answer for that? I mean, the hand ain't looking too great. This Skellige deck wants to go to round 2 and 3. That's where it wants to be nasty.
Did you see that? Anything alive would be dead now. Killer spell. They were the lot to stop me.
I don't want to give this an opportunity to grow. And it did. Should have killed it when I had the chance. That's my bad.
I got a bad feeling.
Shimmy had an idea for an SK Beastless where you purify your own beast tokens. Oh, Shinmiri and his schemes. Not a fan of better decks right now, so it's basically a case of just being satisfied with 50-50 win rate. That's where skill comes in and changes the whole ball game, right? Right? Maybe? Hello? Bueller? I need a card to give away in case things get naughty, and I think it's this. But I still want this. So I think we just say that this is good enough. I just can't have this be Siege. If this is Siege, we're in trouble. Well, there you have it.
God save us. He's a madman.
It's not about why, it's about why not.
Is Mill viable? Mill is a garbage deck. Mill is trash. Mill was good. Mill is only good when Hyperthin is good. And right now, Hyperthin is not good. Mill is pure garbanzo beans.
Who wants to taste Skelliger Steel?
Mill trash, challenge accepted. No problem. You can continue on the 5-year trek of people trying to figure out if Mill is good. Mill is like, I don't know. I don't think we win this. I think we lose this game like crazy. Really don't know how to get out of this mess. Mill is like ballet slippers. Is this what you wanted the whole time? Is this all you wanted from me? Is this?
May Freya choose.
Is that what you wanted from me? Well, you got it.
More hawk to Barrier. Kill the sons, steal the lasses!
There's the magnificent bleed. What do I have to look forward to left? More dueling? They got my leader. Like, that's pretty ugly. I'm not gonna lie.
Full service.
If this was a unit,
Don't ever expect your opponents to line up.
Treason. Turncoats. Rats.
if there's a Shawnee,
Quiet on the shore. Bows raised.
well, that was your mistake. Oh, not you. You. Calm down.
Here's the better loot than in your wildest, wettest dreams.
That was your mistake. Should have protected it. That's Anseus. Or it's the other dude, Vraxus.